We are not in Florida any longer, and we want to take you through and show you some of the things that we have discovered on our trailer that we like and that we don't like. And first, I want to thank Rad Power Bikes for sponsoring today's video, and we'll talk about them a little bit later on. But we are going to start with what I think is the boring part, the outside. The girls always like the inside.
We'll save the best for last.
But the guys like the outside. So we're going to start outside. We'll go around the trailer real quick. We'll bring you back inside and tell you our likes versus our dislikes.
Okay, well, like I said, we're going to start outside. This is the things that are important to me that I like. I didn't like the kingpin that came on here originally, so we swapped it out with the Reese Goose box, which has an inflator and some shock absorbers underneath that gives it a really smooth ride. And I knew from the time that we brought the trailer home from Salt Lake to where we live, and it's only less than an hour, that was horrible. And so I knew right away that this is what I needed to go with. The other thing that I like is this storage unit under here. It's plenty big, and it's big enough to hold our generator. So we put it in there. We don't use it in there. We pull it out, obviously. But the thing I don't like about this here is I wish it had the slam hinges that you could just drop and it would lock. These here you have to push in and lock by hand. It's just a little bit of an inconvenience. The other thing I don't like is these overhangs. I'm too tall for them. Joel laughs. He says, I've never had that problem, but I hit my head a couple times in one, oh. So I don't like these so much. They do have some lights up here that you can turn on that will remind you that this is out here, but they've never worked. They've never worked. One of my favorite things on the trailer is that it comes with a hitch, and I really like it because you can put your bike rack on, put your bikes back here, and you can take your bikes with you wherever you go. Speaking of our bikes, we really love these Rad Power Bikes. These are RV friendly, and these are the Rad Power Bike Rad Expand 5, and we really like them. I mean, they've got a lot of neat features. They come built with the built-in back bike rack, so you don't have to add that. We added the mirrors as an accessory, but it also comes with an LED headlight that is really nice, and it really lights up the area. The other thing that I like is these big fat tires. That makes riding a lot smoother, and it absorbs the bumps and the gravel and just whatever else other little things that you come across. It makes the ride a lot smoother. The other feature about this Rad Expand 5 is that it's foldable. So once you get it collapsed like this here, it makes it really easy to store it either in the back of your pickup or in your trailer or wherever or however you want to transport it. One other feature I really like about this here is the built-in hand grip right here, and back here on the back of this seat is the little hand grip that you can take it and lift it and help move it around when you're wanting to pack it up. It's only 55 pounds without the battery. You add the battery to it and it's 62 and a half pounds.
So Chad told you how easy it is to pack, and that's what he likes about it. But what I like about it is how easy it is to get on and off, and how easy and maneuverable it is. And what I really like about the Rad Power e-bikes is that when we get to the parks that we stay at, we can leave the big rig parked, and we don't have to move the pickup around and try and go into town with it. We've got these that are so convenient, and it's just fun.
In this here storage, lots of storage on this here particular model, and it's called a pass-through storage, which means you can go all the way through your basement. Now, some things that I don't like about this here is that this control panel out here, this is out here I wish that was the inside of the coach. Now this little area right here is your water station. A lot of things that I like is that, you know, it's easy to switch these panels, these knobs, from dry camping to where you have city water to help you winterize it and to sanitize your tanks. That is really helpful. What I really dislike, I almost hate, are these levers here that you pull by hand. These here are really obnoxious, and this here is for the black tank, and it's never worked real well. It's always been tough, and I can never close it 100% from the day I bought it. I dislike that system with a passion. Another thing that I really like that they did is that they've got an LED light down here, so when you're flushing your tanks, you can see what's happening. And this is why I've added this here unit on here, because if you don't, you open that cap and you get surprised with all sorts of crap, literally. So I put that on there, and this here works real well. It's real simple, and it keeps things nice and clean. I wish they had done that with the other tanks. The other thing I like is I've got a tube that runs the length of underneath the trailer, and this tube here contains my Stinky Slinky and all the components for draining the tanks. It all fits right up in there, really nice and compact. I really like that. I like the heavy duty springs. This comes with the Moride CRE 3000. It's got extra heavy duty shackles and wet bolts that you can grease. Okay, and one last thing back here, I do like that it has a nice big window, so when you're camping you can sit on the back couch, you can sit on the recliners, and you can look out these big windows. I like the two awnings. We have two awnings on this here. They're great in the summertime to help shade when the sun gets real hot and blowing down on you. One thing I do like about them is that they've got LED lights along the very top here, so whether your awning is out or rolled up, you can turn those LED lights on at night, and it really makes a nice warm feature. Okay, so we've got two speakers out here on the side of the trailer. I don't like them because you can't hear them. You have to turn the volume up quite loud to even hear a little bit of it. We don't listen to music outside anyway because you don't want to disturb your neighbors, but as far as speakers go, they're pretty weak, they're pretty lame. The one thing I do like about them is that they have little blue LED lights in the middle of them.
Yeah,
so at night when you turn the lights on, you've got some pretty blue lights on there. They call the slam hitches. So again, this is part of that. Oh, and that's the other thing that I really like is these have magnets right here on a lot of these here. That will just stay up there for you. And again, the pass through, you can see that it goes all the way through. We left the other side open. When you're done, you know, you don't have to slam it from this high up, but you just drop that there and it closes it instead of having to sit there and close it. But I really like those magnets. Let's go inside. Whew. Yes, we're not in Florida anymore. It's cold out there. Well, you tell them what you like and dislike on the inside, okay?
Okay, I've got to get warmed up first. I've got to be able to talk. It's kind of cold out there. I just love the big surface right here when you first walk in. And honestly, I don't like to decorate a whole lot because there's so many things that we bring with us, purchase with us when we're there. I want to decorate with what I've got. I've got this Teddy Blake bag that I keep right here, and honestly for our trips it is so super because when I'm traveling I've got my glasses, my sunglasses, my camera case, wallets, always have some candy in here, and it's just really handy. And I bought this little scarf for the truck stuff. I love that. So I think it's really cute to have a place in my trailer for that purse, and it kind of serves as decoration too. And we will leave links in the description below to some of the things that we're showing you. We loved having the USB cable right here at the charging station to charge our phones with. We try to keep this as cleaned off as we possibly can. We do have a junk drawer, and that is Chad's, and all trailers have to have a junk drawer. So love that. I love the openness of this floor plan, and for Chad and I, that works out really well. If you've got children, it might not be the trailer for you. Bonnie and Joel, I know, are looking at a mid-bunk. There is no perfect trailer, and what fits one person may not fit another. So we looked forever for ours, and that was half the fun, is just shopping. And it took us forever to actually buy it. I've enjoyed the large sink in our trailer. I would prefer that the wood was light. I'm really glad that the floor is light, but the wood to me in the cabinets is a little bit too dark. I think that it would be great if we had more indirect lighting. The LED is good, but it's hard on your eyes. It's great for filming though. One thing that I absolutely love, and I would definitely recommend, and that is these fireplaces. They are functional. They actually put out heat, and we enjoy this fireplace a great deal. Love all of the big windows. They let a lot of light in. One thing, if you are going to be an RVer, that you have to know is things break. These are trailers, and right here we've got this taped up with some blue tape, but we're going to re-glue it. This has fallen down as we were traveling home, so we do need to fix this trim that has come loose. But you have to expect that when you are RVing. The other thing that Chad and I like to do is this ottoman here. When we get where we're going, we'll pull the ottoman out and put these two chairs on either side of the table, and then we put the ottoman right here in the middle of the floor, and that we play games on. The kids come visit, they sit on it. So we've enjoyed doing that and moving the furniture around like that when we get together with other RVers. This is the trailer that they come to because it's large enough to house a lot of people, and the kids will sit on the floor, and so this is kind of the party trailer when we get together with everybody else. One thing that I wish that they would do on this model is I've seen other trailers where underneath this is opened and they have a place that they can store their shoes, and I really wish that that was available on this model. The bathroom here, if you're looking for an RV, one thing that I would highly recommend is that you go with a one-piece shower. There is just a lot less problems with a one-piece shower. So I'm glad we did that. And it's a one-piece shower, plus it has a lot of molding in it yeah.
For your soap, your shampoos. It has a molded seat that you can sit down, wash your feet. But that's one piece. That it only has one place the water can go, and that's down that drain.
It doesn't have a big enough tank, though. I wished it had a larger tank than a
5 gallon.
Yeah, it's only got a 5 gallon. The other thing that I would highly recommend, and that is the porcelain toilets. I still need to get a mirror for the back of my hair.
Lots of storage in
here.
here.
We have got a lot of storage in this, and we don't use it all, and that's just fine with me.
Yep. Well, and that's one thing that I really like is 2-ply toilet paper.
It is absolutely false that you cannot use regular toilet paper in an RV. just don't fill the toilet full of it. We're very careful. We have a wastebasket here. We're careful how much we put down the toilet. But I am not going with a 1-ply.
You use twice as much.
Oh yeah.
With that RV toilet paper.
Love this bedroom. Love having a second air conditioner. I love having cross windows. We can get a cross breeze going. It's fun to lay in bed and look out the window at night. I tell you what, I don't know how. Well, I love having the queen bed versus the king because we have these little end tables. And if you have a king size bed, you don't have these little end tables and you're really squished in here. But what I was going to say is I do not know how anybody can have an RV bed and not go with the Betty's bedding. And this just zips. It always stays nice. And this is the Minky blanket, and I will leave the links to these things below as well. I think it's fun to decorate with what you have. We went on our trip and found these, and I just think they're just cute. So I don't take them in the house. These are just for my RV because I think that's fun. Tons of storage space in here as well. Again, we don't use it all, but love it. Okay, now Chad and I had this debate, and I've always thought it would be nice to have the washer and dryer, and he's like, no, we don't need the washer and dryer. Well, we get on this RV trip last time, and some of our friends had a washer and dryer in there, and they were just going on and on about how much they love it. So I am glad that this is plumbed for a washer and dryer hookup. I don't know if you can see it back here, but there's a place here.
So
you could. Whoop. I don't know if you can see it, but it is plumbed.
That's where we're ready to put in a dryer vent.
And then it's got the water things back here for the washer. So someday, if we do a lot of RVing, I think I will get a washer and dryer, a small washer and dryer that go behind these side doors here. Chad, he likes the carpet in here. I like it, but I wished it was a higher quality carpet. I don't mind having the carpet in the bedroom, so. Anyway, I think that's it. Wow, who's quicker? Was it you or me? I think I went through the inside pretty fast.
Well, you went through pretty quick.
Well,
like you said, there's no perfect RV out there that you're going to find. There's always going to be likes and dislikes. And you just have to weigh the things that you like the most, prioritize what you really, really want, and find something that has those.
Again, thank you for watching, and we are actually getting ready to go on another trip. So we're going to get packing up here and be on our way in about a week.
We're going to finish cleaning it up from our last trip, do some real quick maintenance on it, and we'll be heading out again here for about another week to 10 days. So if you've liked these videos, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll be doing our next trip here soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.